So, alright, welcome back to my YouTube channel here. We're talking about April Fools of Strength. We're about 8 weeks or so, 8 or 9 weeks out, and I'm gonna do some tutorial videos for you. So I'm here at just got done training at the Brickyard Gym, which is right next door to where we're having the event. So event 1 is gonna be the deadlift, axle deadlift for reps. So I'm gonna go over the rules for that, and then a couple of tips on training and for competition day. Alright, so first of all, the deadlift event sponsored by Hosswear. So hopefully we're gonna do something special for the show. This is their thick shirt, most popular shirt. But like I said, so it's basically an event. When you do with deadlifts, it's usually for max weight or max reps or ladder or something. This is gonna be max reps in a minute. Pretty simple, pick it up, put it down. Judge gives you your down command. No up command on it. He'll have his hand up, tell you down. That's pretty much standard for most shows. Obviously, it's a novice show. No deadlift suits. You're a novice, you shouldn't have a suit anyway. So we're not gonna get to the suits. Straps, yes. Chalk, yes. Straps, definitely we're gonna need. I'm gonna go over that in a second. But this is a pretty simple event. It's easy, it's time. You got 1 minute. You get in, you get strapped into the bar. Judge says go. 1 minute, many reps. Most events. Most reps wins the event. All right, so now I'm gonna turn it over to a friend of mine, Alyssa Anderson, on Instagram, Facebook. She goes by Dr. Scoopy, and she's gonna give you a little bit of tips here for the axle deadlift.
Hi guys, it's Dr. Scoopy here, up in the Great White North, and today we're gonna talk about deadlifts. My personal favorite and the meat and potatoes of the strongman world. At every competition you go to, there's gonna be a deadlift event. And today we're talking about axle deadlift for reps, which I hear is gonna be coming up in your competition. So the beauty of strongman is there's very few rules. There are few for the axle deadlift for reps. We're gonna go over those, and then we'll go over some things that you can do. So there are 3 main things that you can't do. So when you're deadlifting, when you deadlift, you can't drop it from the top. So you have to come down with the bar and follow it down, not unlike powerlifting. The second thing that you can't do is bounce the deadlift. So when you bring your deadlift up, you can't bounce it down and get the momentum from the bottom. You have to come to a complete stop and then lift it back up. The last thing is that you have to wait for the down command from your official. So your official's gonna have their hand up, where they're gonna say down and give you that down command, and you're allowed to come down with that deadlift. So those are the 3 main rules. The things that you can do. So the one thing you're gonna wanna do with an axle deadlift is use straps. So there's a couple different kind of straps that you can use. The 2 main kinds of straps are your danger straps and your less danger straps. So my personal favorite is the figure 8 strap. You're gonna put it on and it's gonna lock you into that bar. And basically you're gonna deadlift or you're going to die. I love them. Your less danger wrap is your general long strap. Basically, these are WOW straps. You're gonna put them on, you're gonna wrap them this way over the bar, and you're gonna hold on. Worst comes to worst, you can let go and that deadlift bar is gonna come down for you. Now you're gonna say, well, why the heck are we using straps if it's an axle bar? Why? Well, it depends. In some deadlift competitions, the axle bar is gonna be a grip event. In this case, it's not. So why use the axle bar? It's harder. So when you go ahead and use it, you're gonna have to first be proficient in straps, know how to use them, otherwise you're gonna lose. Unless you're kind of a crazy grip person like Jeremy Ray. The next thing is that it puts that weight out further in front of you when you go ahead and deadlift, and it's the stiffiest of the stiff bars, and sometimes it's longer. So you're gonna go ahead and pick it up and it's not gonna have a whole lot of give to it. So that's pretty much your rundown of your axle bar deadlift for reps. Basically, as many reps as you can get in a lot amount of time. Make sure you either pace yourself or go full out depending on the weight for you. The key, as always, is to have fun. So from Dr. Scoopy up here in the Great White North, have fun and keep deadlifting.
So Alyssa there, she gave you some tips on the deadlift. I want to talk a little bit. She mentioned the straps. Double overhand is, when they do double overhand for axle, it becomes a grip event. This is not a grip event, so you are allowed to use straps. Some of you may not have straps. So you have, these are conventional straps here, and if you watch, all you do is you look under the bar, wrap it around the bar, pull it tight. You're basically tied to the bar now. It takes grip out of the play. And then the other straps are your figure 8s. They work underneath here. Get your hand under, grab the bar, same deal. You're locked to the bar, so it totally takes the grip out of it. If you don't have straps, you want to get some. These are both Cerberus. Cerberus is one of my sponsors, and you can always go on their website. We'll put it right here, Cerberus Strength USA. Use code Godzilla. They're not expensive. They're something you definitely, if you're gonna do strongman, you definitely want to have straps. If you buy conventional straps, you want to make sure they're long enough. If you buy the shorter ones, they're not going to work on axle. So they do sell straps that are made for axles. Figure eights are going to work on barbell and axle. So instead, you can check them out. If you don't have stuff, I'm going to have my stuff available the day of. But keep in mind, mine are all extra large, so they may be a little too big for you. But I will have stuff for you to use if you don't have a pair. Other athletes, I'm sure they'll let you share. So think about getting your own. If not, we'll have you covered day of. All right, so for most of you that have never done an axle deadlift or worked with an axle, so this is your standard barbell. You can see my hand fits pretty good around it. This is an axle. You can see it's a lot thicker diameter as I put them closer together. So standard barbell, axle, takes grip into a lot more count. And this bar is solid. It doesn't bend. Regular barbell doesn't have a little flex in it. Axle doesn't bend. So it's a little stiffer off the ground, makes the event a little more challenging. With the weights we're doing, it's not going to be much of a difference, but you are going to notice it. So if you can, you're going to want to try to train on an axle at least once or twice, so you're not shocked by the thickness of it on a day of competition.
That's what she said.
All right, so I'm putting a little video here. This is Alyssa also. This was in Texas, I believe, at Women's Worlds, I believe. Strongman's a fun sport. You're gonna have fun with it. Injuries are always an issue, but as you can see, it's fun. You need to laugh at yourself when you fail. Alyssa's a great person, Dr. Scooby, so you need to go and follow her on her stuff. But just have fun day of. Push yourself to new limits. You'll find there's stuff you can do that you didn't think you could do, and just have fun with it. That's the biggest thing. Is come out and have fun, give it a try, and hopefully we all hit new PRs that day. So there you go. Any questions, like I said, feel free to shoot me a message and ask me anything you need about the show coming up. And that's it. So hopefully this video will help you out a little bit, and look for the videos coming in the future. So Godzilla out.